My name is Melanie Kruschik.
How did you come to be to this festival? What brought you here?
So our club was joining the festival and asked me to come with them as a representative from Austria. So we got some female falconers here as well.
Fantastic. And how did you become a falconer?
So as my husband was doing
The truth?
I didn't even know that falconry exists.
Right.
And then when I get to know him, he was like, "Oh, I'm having a G-falcon." So, "Oh, what's G-falcon? What's falconry?"
Right.
And when I got to know it, it was so fascinating. I started to learn, and just 2 years later, I started with my own goose, and we are quite successful in hunting hares now.
Fantastic. Okay, so how long ago was this that you became a falconer?
I came in touch with falconry about 4 years ago, and now since 2012, I'm flying a goosehawk. So
Fantastic.
2 years of practicing.
And what made you choose a goshawk?
I like them. I think for me, it's the most beautiful bird we have in Austria, and we can use for hunting. And it's also the most flexible bird. If there are no hares, you can go for rabbits, for crows, for pheasants. You have so many options.
And I agree. I think for me, the North American goshawk is the most beautiful bird in North America. So I agree with you 100%. What is it about a goshawk that you like other than the beauty?
I like the style of the flight.
The style of flight.
It was so fast, and even if they just go through the bushes, through the trees.
Yep.
Just brush through everything.
And do you hunt from the glove?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have your bird on the glove, so you get the up-close action?
I'm very close always to her, but she's flying quite far. We have hunting flights for 1 kilometer or more.
Right.
And I don't even need a dog because she is my pointer.
Wow. And what does your husband fly?
An eagle.
An eagle, okay.
You know, big man needs big birds.
Oh, yes. Did you ever hunt as a child? Were you involved in hunting at all?
Nothing at all.
Wow. So it was love that attracted you to someone who did this, and then by seeing it or being exposed to it, you said, wow, I'd like to do this too.
And I was really impressed by the idea of going out and not just go to the supermarket and buy some meat, but attend a natural thing and then get the meat from nature, not from any mass industry.
Right. Yeah, so you're attracted to the natural hunting for subsistence, basically, and using the food you catch as well. So how many women are there practicing falconry in Austria?
Not so much.
Not so many.
So not so many. So in our group we are only 2 women, but I think all over Austria there might be 20.
Right. Well, that's come a long way. Just 20 years ago in America there were very few women, and now we're seeing more and more young women get into it, and it's really a nice thing. I've been to all 4 of these festivals, the 2 in the UK and the 2 here, not counting the first one in '75. And this year is like the most women I've ever seen. So I think it's opening up to different, the other gender, rather than just being a man's sport. What is it that you love most about falconry?
I don't know. It's a little bit of everything. It's working with a wild animal, or probably wild animal. It's being out in nature. It's even seeing those wonderful flights. If you're hunting with a group, it's not only the flights of your bird, it's all of them. You can see them hunting, you can see the hares. You're even lucky if the hare is very good and the hawk can't get it. You're lucky for the hare because he has done well.
Yep. And by the way, where were you born?
In Austria, of course.
In Austria? Where in Austria? What city?
In Baden.
Baden, okay. And how old are you? If you don't mind my asking. 27. You're still at the age where it's not a problem to answer that question. And your family, what do they think of your activity, that you're involved in this? It's probably unexpected for them, right?
Oh, they just think I'm nuts.
They think you're nuts, all right. Like all of us. Okay, so you're in good company. So what do you think of seeing all these different cultures? How does that affect you?
I think it's very interesting to see what other kind of birds they are flying, what kind of prey they have, what's their special culture. But if you sum it up, it's all the same. We love our birds, we love to go hunting, and just the culture is a little bit different from country to country.
Right. It can be quite different, but it seems that the bond of falconry transcends any differences. What about the Arab culture? I mean, they're our host here. What have you learned that you didn't know? What have you seen here that you have an impression of?
I'm quite lucky that I haven't seen so many new things. I knew the quadricopter flying and the Hubara trap. It's just I have read about it, I've seen it on video material, and now I can just see it live. So.
Yeah. Did you ever dream that you'd do that?
If you would ask me 5 years ago, no.
Yeah. It's funny because I've done a lot of things, traveled to a lot of places, but it wasn't even on my list because it seemed the desert hunting thing seems like a fantasy, something that only very, very wealthy people with big planes and Land Rovers can do. And I was just really grateful that Nick Fox had the vision to keep upping the ante. The last time we were at a much smaller park, and very few people did the hunting. I didn't even ride the camel. I had a choice to, and I just decided not to.
I haven't seen one so far.
You haven't seen? Oh, you weren't at the desert camp then?
I was in the desert camp.
You were?
But
you didn't go on the camel rides?
No, there was no place free.
Oh, okay. I went back the second day. I went back the day everybody moved to the hotel. And I went with all Arabs, and there was one German woman who's working in Qatar. So it was 50 plus Arabs. And we caught the hubar. We came back to camp. They plucked them. They cut them up. They did garlic and onion. And we had this massive lunch of what we had caught in the field that day. And what was beautiful about it is it was more authentic than the show and tell stuff that they might do for us. Where I was a voyeur looking into their world. I mean, everything from prayers, people taking naps. We had a tent like this. The cool sand under the tent. Outside it's hot, but inside it was literally cold from the morning. What did you think of desert camp?
Very well managed, and you could see a lot of the culture and dances, and it was very, very interesting.
And any place you want to go next now that you've done this?
Maybe to Spain.
Spain, yeah, Spain would be nice.
Scotland.
And Scotland, yeah. Scotland's like on everybody's list. Well, I'd like to go to China myself. Maybe Russia.
Yeah, but I think for such a long distance, I might not be able to take my bird with me.
Well, I sacrifice that because sometimes it's almost liberating because you get to enjoy other people doing it. And for what I do with documentary and interviewing and photographs, it's liberating. And the United States is 3,000 miles across, so I get to take birds all over there. So I don't worry about that too much. But you're at the point now where you just want to get in the field, and that's cool and that's great.
If I'm not with my bird, I'm always like, oh, there's no bird.
Right. Are you missing your bird now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I know she's fat and happy in her aviary.
Well, you're a very pleasant person. I've really enjoyed talking to you. I wish you the best of luck in your falconry career. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.